If you're a woman who didn't throw on your pink vagina hat and stomp all over the steps of the Supreme Court this week in protest of Brett Kavanaugh, you're a rape apologist who hates women and are a slave to your white husband. That is what the left thinks of women who don't toe their line. So here's my response. You lost, and I don't feel bad about it. Hey guys, welcome back to Reality Check on MRC TV. I'm Brittany Hughes. Now, we went through this back during the Women's March when all the hags with nothing better to do on a Saturday dressed up like genitalia and left garbage throughout the streets of DC. But apparently the left didn't get it back then, and they don't get it now. They spent the weekend insulting women who dared to think for themselves and supported Brett Kavanaugh, calling us a whole bunch of misogynistic, self-hating snots with white privilege. We hate our own gender and should stop calling ourselves women, they said. All because we chose to think with our own God-given brains and not act like this.
Shut it down! 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 Shut it down!
NARAL threw pro-choice Senator Susan Collins under the bus as a rape apologist simply because she upheld our justice system and refused to condemn a man with no evidence. Feminist author Jessica Valenti assumed that she spoke for all of us when she vowed that women will not forget. A New York Times opinion piece took a swipe at all of us women who had the audacity to defy the liberal herd's groupthink, claiming that white women benefit from patriarchy by trading on their whiteness to monopolize resources for mutual gain, and calling for us to come get our people. Guardian writer Lucia Graves explained away women who supported Kavanaugh by saying that they're just doing it so that they can keep their rich husbands and be stay-at-home housewives. She said, quote, "White women are more likely to get and to stay married, and to white men specifically. A conservative voting bloc privileged by the conservative values it votes to uphold. Post-marriage, these women stop associating with the fate of women as a group and associate with their men. Perhaps they see a financial interest in doing so. White women in traditional marriages have historically been reliant on male breadwinners, and white men are still awarded the most money for their time." Hear that, ladies? Now, if you don't do what the liberal overlords tell you to, you're not only a self-hating idiot, but you're also a slave to your husband who campaigns against your own gender because you're a lazy gold digger who wants to live off his money. This is what liberals think of women who step out of line. So as a married, college-educated, professional woman who's been a conservative since I first learned how to read the tax code, let me attempt to explain this to you again. You do not speak for me. You cannot bully me. You cannot insult me into cowering before you and doing things your way. I do not care what you think of me or my family. I care about the fact that our debt is $21 trillion and climbing. I care that Obamacare got rammed down our throats and that working families are still suffering for that to this day. I care that my tax money is being wasted and that Planned Parenthood is still somehow getting $500 million a year. I care that the left spent the better part of a month trying to wreck the life of a good man and his family based on unproven allegations from 35 years ago because their platform is so weak that they can't think of anything else to campaign on. And apparently, they thought that I am so stupid that I would putter along with it because I have lady parts. Newsflash, morons, a full 37% of American women self-identify as Republican. That is about 60 million women, and they're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, low-income, well-off, college students, and grandmas. And that doesn't include all the swing voters in the middle that you seem to be hell-bent on pissing off. That's 60 million conservative women. So if you really think that we're all just a bunch of gold-digging airheads who can be bullied into submission by your lies and your empty smear campaigns and your name-calling, buckle up. Because we're not going anywhere, and we're not yet even close to tired of winning. And that's your Reality Check, America. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook and Twitter, and congratulations, Justice Kavanaugh.